So this 71, I did the front wheel bearing replacement on it, but this also has some motor engine running issues. Owner said that it stalled out on him and progressively got worse. It was hard to get it even to idle. He tore this carb apart, cleaned it, and he said he could get it to kick over and maybe run for a few seconds, but then it dies. This is a 72cc CT70 head on it. I think there's a cheater jug on it too. So it's kind of a modified motor, and then it has a cheap Chinese carburetor on it, kind of a, I guess, a PZ19. My rule of thumb is I don't even mess with these Chinese carbs. If they're fouled out and dirty, I won't clean them. I'll just buy another one. So in this case, I'm gonna just try and get this bike to start on the existing setup, and I also bought a PZ19 replacement carb the other day, which has arrived. So we'll run it, see how it runs, and then I'm going to swap out the carb and see if it's just a simple fix that way or if it has more unknown issues. So let's see if we can get this bike to fire over on its problematic carb or issues here, and see if we can figure it out. So doesn't want to run really well. It does start, so I can eliminate compression issues. I'm thinking, it's probably most likely a fuel issue with this old carb. These carbs are probably, this carb probably has some contaminants in it, and he didn't clean it properly or didn't get enough of it out of there. So we'll just swap out the carb and see what happens. It's the easy way to troubleshoot. Alright, so we got the old carb off. I'll swap on the new carb. I'll just take off the old slide and cap. Well, this should slide out. Makes me wonder what's going on here. So I'm going to work on getting this out. This should be able to slide out from the cap, but we're having some sort of issues here. So let me get that worked out somehow. So I got the cap off, but there are some cuts in here for whatever reason. I don't know why they would have, whoever did that, but that's obviously an air leak issue. And it also was flexing, so it was crimping down where it was hard to get the throttle cable out. So got it out, and we're gonna put on a new cap now. I'm gonna pull the needle out of here, the jet needle. Looks like the C-clip's way down, raising the needle up from factory, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the middle setting. Let me go grab the right tool for that. It's gonna be hard to see on here, but I'm gonna put the C-clip in the middle rung on this jet needle. It is lowered from the factory, so it's going to be in a rich position how they have it. So I'm going to put it back in the neutral center position. Alright, so we're back in the, I got it in the center. I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this. Want to make sure your boot is all the way down. It's going to help keep any air from leaking into the carb. Alright, so I'm going to actually have to swap this old cap back on just because of the free play on this new cap. There's much more free play and I don't get full throttle open when I twist the handle, so we're going to go ahead and take this back off. I'll use the new slide and spring and put a new little gasket, but I'm going to have to take the risk with this having some of these sliced holes in it, just for the sake that it's going to be the proper length for my free length. Just going to use the gasket that's in there. So it's good to like visually check. You know, you could have bolted that carb up and not even inspected that that slide was going to be opening, and then you're going to have problems. So it's good to check before you bolt everything up that it all works together properly. Okay, so this is going all the way up now, so this is a better setup with the cap, for at least for the throttle cable that's on this bike. And I'm going to put my two 10mm bolts in here and hook up my fuel line, and then we'll kick it over. Alright, so the new carb's on. Let's see if we can get it to start and run a little better.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Buggy.
Is Mom home?
Yeah, she's inside. Make a little adjustment. Alright, so I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to start working on it a little bit and see what's going on with the adjustments and see if I can't get it to run. So I'm just doing the valve adjustment here. I'm going to check spark, put a new spark plug in. Alright, we got good spark. Let me change out the plug. So here's the plug that was in there. It's like literally touching the electrode, so maybe that was the issue. Not sure, but let's put the new plug in. I'm going to put an NGK in, so I prefer to use. That was an auto light. Happens here.
Customer said he changed the spark plugs and cleaned the carb out. So I kind of didn't even look at the spark plug. I should have looked at that first, because that would have probably given me my answer right there, that that electrode was compressed down and basically not even being able to create a spark. Bike's obviously running a lot better right now. I've got some tuning to do on it, but I think we've got it figured out right now. So, running better. I'm running out of light here. I gotta wrap it up for the day. I'll continue the video tomorrow. Give you an update.